Listen close. There are forces trying to break the path. Voices trying to erase destinies. They say the story is over. They say the fight is done. There is something stronger, something that cannot be broken. A connection no power can destroy.
Many roads try to pull me away from light. Many illusions try to cloud my sight. Shiny promises appeared in the skies, but none of them could define my life. Because deep in my chest there's a flame, a fire that the wind can't erase. Even when the night feels endless, there's still hope in the darkest place. How many times they said it was the end? How many times they said I wouldn't stand? But every fall became new fuel. Every scar helped me understand. It's not about never hitting the ground. It's about rising again somehow. When the world screams stop right now, something inside says not now. And this power doesn't depend on the day, doesn't depend on what people say. It lives deeper than every fear, stronger than darkness in every way. Walls may rise along the road, storms may shake the ground, but what was born in truth and purpose cannot be taken down. They can try to split the journey, they can try to pull apart, but what was built in something real will always guard the heart. Nothing can break this bond. Not the weight of yesterday, not the chaos in the storm, not the doubts along the way. Nothing can break this bond. Not the deepest night we face, because what is real and living always finds its place. Nothing can break this bond. Even when the world feels torn, there's a voice within the silence, saying strength is reborn. Some days the road grows darker, some days hope fades away. Moments when the mind keeps asking if it's worth another day. But in those quiet hours of struggle, a deeper strength appears. When the world falls into silence, a new direction clears. It's not a voice that shouts in thunder, it's a whisper strong and true, telling every broken heart there's still more for you. Because what is built in truth never disappears in fear. The wind may try to kill the flame, but the fire stays here. Stories try to disappear, dreams were buried deep in doubt, yet every destiny written in time eventually finds its route. And when everything seems distant, when the path begins to blur, something unseen holds the journey, making every step secure. If fear begins to rule the mind, if doubt begins to grow, remember what connects the soul is stronger than we know. When every door feels closed ahead, when hope seems far away, something greater opens paths and lights another way. Nothing can break this bond. Not the weight of yesterday, not the chaos in the storm, not the doubts along the way. Nothing can break this bond. Not the deepest night we face, because what is real and living always finds its place. Nothing can break this bond. Even when the world feels torn, there's a voice within the silence, saying strength is reborn. Distance cannot destroy what was meant to last. Darkness cannot erase a light too strong to pass. Some connections are eternal, some paths are written in time. Even when they seem forgotten, they continue to climb. No force is stronger than truth, no walls stand forever tall. When purpose lives inside a heart, it rises through it all. And when the story feels defeated, when the world believes it's done, that's the moment when the future quietly begins to run. Nothing can break this bond. Not the battles we have faced, not the scars along the road, not the time we can't replace. Nothing can break this bond. Not the nights without a guide, because something deep and endless still stands by our side. Nothing can break this bond. Even if the world should shake, there's a strength inside the silence no storm can ever break. Nothing can break this bond. Not the weight of any fear, because what connects our spirits will always remain here. And when tomorrow finally rises, after darkness fades away, everyone will see the truth, that real things always stay. Nothing can break this bond. not today and not beyond. Because what was born in truth will forever carry on.
Quiet on the outside, storm on the inside. Everybody watching, saying you're doing fine, but no one sees what you carry. No one hears the voice inside your midnight thoughts. Yet there's something crazy that understands even the things you never told anyone.
You smile, standing in the crowd, but your heart is still crying out loud. Every step feels heavier than before. Every dream feels further from the shore. Outside, the scars try to heal with time. Inside, the pain still climbs. Stories nobody else can read. Battles hidden deep and deep. You keep pretending that you're strong, even when the days feel long. Even when the road feels unclear and hope feels distant. Someone there, but there is someone who knows your way. Long before your first day, every tear that touched the ground was never lost, was always found. Before the sunrise of your first breath, or the ticking clock of death, your story had already begun. Every chapter had already spun. When fear tries to take the throne, when silence feels like the reply, remember nothing stands alone. There's purpose passing by, even when it feels like the end, even when everything seems still. What was written from the start is moving forward still. Nothing slips out of control, even when the world says it's done. Nothing slips out of control, even when your strength is gone. Oh, if the night feels endless and cold and the road seems out of view, there's a force guiding your steps, leading you through. Nothing slips out of control, even in the pain you feel, 'cause every promise spoken still carries something real. Many stories started unseen, dreams hidden deep between. People lost inside the crowd, yet carrying destinies. Loud, a boy forgotten far away, a young soul betrayed one day, a prisoner locked in silent walls, yet destiny heard the calls. Many walked without applause, many faced invisible wars. Many stood through endless nights, not knowing the coming light. Sometimes the process is quiet, sometimes the road is slow, but every second builds a bridge for the moment that will glow. And when the world says it's the end, when everything seems to fall apart, that's exactly where the shift begins, deep inside the heart. When everything feels forgotten, when no one seems to care, there's still a whisper in the silence saying change is there. Because what rises at the right time never arrives too late, and every promise kept in time still carries weight. Nothing slips out of control, even when the world says it's done. Nothing slips out of control, even when your strength is gone. Oh, if the night feels endless and cold and the road seems out of view, there's a force guiding your steps, leading you through. Nothing slips out of control, even in the pain you feel, because every promise spoken still carries something real. Maybe you think you were forgotten, maybe the silence feels too strong, maybe the path feels broken, like you don't belong. But even in the empty days, something new is forming. Even in the darkest nights, a new chapter is warming. Because no story ends in the fall, no promise dies on the ground. Every night that feels too long prepares a brighter sound. Nothing slips out of control, not even when fear says so. Nothing slips out of control, even when hope feels low. Oh, tomorrow's still arriving, the sun will rise again, and what once looked impossible will finally begin. Nothing slips out of control, that truth holds everything tight. Every promise kept in time will shine in the light. And when the morning finally comes after the longest night, you knew you'll look back and understand everything was guiding you. Nothing ever slipped away, not for a moment in your life. Every step of your journey will reveal your inner light. Silence in the late night hours, thoughts nobody everybody else is. Outside everything seems fine, but inside a battle is rising between who I used to be and who I'm meant to become. Tonight I change direction. The world speaks loud, trying to persuade. Empty promises, care for display, shining illusions, trying to pull me in. But I know that's not where I begin. So many times I walked the wrong road, thinking only about my own load. Closing my eyes to what I could be, letting my dreams drift away from me. Looking back, I see mistakes, decisions that left heavy weights, words I should've left unsaid, moments I replay in my head. But the story doesn't end in the fall, there's still another road through it all. Every failure can still reveal that a new beginning is real. I tried walking all alone, but I kept ending in the same zone. Now I see I need to change and break away from the old range. I don't wanna live the divided between who I am and who I dream. Today I leave the past behind and become something unseen. Help me become better, because alone I lose my way. I try to be stronger every moment, but sometimes strength fades away. Help me become better. I know there's still more to learn between my failures and my faults. There's still a fire that burns. Voices try to lead me astray, easy paths calling my name, but I've seen where the arrow goes, a silent place nobody knows. I want something deeper than fame, something stronger than a name. I want something real to grow, something lasting through the flow. I'm tired of chasing the wind, of being lost deep within. Now I'm choosing a different road, one that lifts the heavy load, because there's a calling deep inside. Even when hope tries to hide, a small light begins to say, this is not your final day. Every step toward the rising sun builds the man I become. Growth is learning how to see the changes inside of me. I don't wanna repeat my past, don't carry the same regret. If there's a new beginning waiting, I'm ready for what comes next. Even if I fall again, even if I fail somehow, I will keep on learning still, starting here and now. Help me become better, because alone I lose my way. I try to be stronger every moment, but sometimes strength fades away. Help me become better. I know there's still more to learn between my failures and my faults. There's still a fire that burns. Maybe the road won't be perfect, maybe I'll fall again, but every step taken with truth shows the person I can become then. I don't need perfection today, I just need to move ahead, growing stronger every sunrise, leaving no fears behind instead. Because no one changes overnight, every step takes time, but those who choose to rise again eventually start to climb. Help me become better. Even when I hit the ground, I'll rise again with stronger faith and a clearer sound. Help me become better, I won't turn back anymore. If a new future is waiting, help me become better. I'm ready, open that door. Help me become better, help me become better. Help me become better. If a new future is waiting, help me become better. Help me become better. Even when the road feels long, I'll keep believing deep inside that I can still grow strong. Every step toward change shows who I can be, and the story starting today still has pages left for me. I'll keep trying to grow, even when the climb feels high, because a voice deep inside says I can still reach the sky. And as long as another day arrives, I'll continue to rise, becoming better than yesterday with truth inside my life. Even when the wind is rising, when everything feels like it's about to fall, I'm still standing, not because I'm strong, but because there's a promise bigger than fear. The night may feel endless, but morning always finds its way. Every step, every struggle proves I'm not alone on this road. I grew up hearing life would try to break my stride, that heavy days would try to crush my pride, that the world keeps moving, nothing stays the same. But deep inside, there's a fire you can't tame. A quiet voice telling me to move ahead, even when doubt fills my head. Even when doors keep closing in my face, there's something stronger holding me in place. I've seen dark days trying to steal my sight, storms rising high in the middle of the fight, but every tear turned into seas below, and every fall helped the next step grow. When the road gets tight, I learn to trust more. When the winds rise high, I breathe through the roar. Cause purpose never walks alone, even the longest night carries a tone. And when everything says stop right here, something inside says keep going on. It's not luck, it's not chance, it's a promise already drawn. Even if the sky closes now, I know it will open again. Every word was spoken will rise stronger in the end. Even through the storm, I'm standing tall. When the world says quit, I won't fall. From the sunrise glow to the end of the day, I lift my voice, hope leads the way. If the night tries hiding tomorrow's light, I remember the promise in the fight. Let the wind blow, let the ground shake, what was spoken will away. I've seen dreams rise out of pain, watch new paths appear through rain. Every scar carries a story to tell, showing that every season works as well. When silence covers the road ahead, hope becomes louder instead, because those who believe keep planting seeds, even when they can't see future needs. I almost stopped at turns in a row when pressure felt like a heavy load, but every time a light appeared, whispering that the path was near. If the story's still being written in time, then every struggle becomes part of the climb. Every chapter that looked like the end was only the start of something to ascend. I keep looking past what I can see, past what the moment tries to be, because what grows deep inside the soul doesn't depend on the crowd's control. When everything feels lost again, I remember where I began. If I made it this far already, there's still more in the plan. The wind may roll louder now, but it won't take me down, because every promise spoken will still come around. Even through the storm, I'm standing tall. When low, when the world says quit, I won't fall. From the sunrise glow to the end of the day, I lift my voice, hope leads the way. If the night tries hiding tomorrow's light, I remember the promise in the fight. Let the wind blow, let the ground shake, what was spoken will away. I keep singing through the pressure and pain, even when answers don't remain, because trusting means walking blind, knowing the road will appear in time. If the sky feels distant and wide, hope is the fighter that stays inside, and every step toward the light turns the darkness into sight. Oh, no matter how deep the night may seem, there's still a spark inside the dream. When everything tries to call it the end, a voice inside says rise again. Even through the storm, I'm standing strong. Nothing can break where I belong. From the sunrise glow to the falling night, I keep believing in the coming light. Let the wind scream, trying to stop my way. My voice will rise and boldly say, no promise ever fades away. Every word will find its day. I stand firm though I can't yet see what tomorrow holds for me. But when the morning finally arrives, the world will see these dreams alive. Every promise spoken in time finds a heart ready to climb, and what once seemed far beyond becomes victory in this song.
Some nights feel endless, some days the sky feels closed, but time has proven one truth: no night lasts forever. And when everything seems lost, something new begins to rise. I've seen days when everything fell apart, dreams breaking inside the heart, holes closing in the middle of the run, and hope trying to stay undone. I've seen moments hanging by a thread, questions spinning in my head, silence filling every space, searching for a trace of grace. But even in confusion storm, a quiet quiet fire starts to form. A voice saying keep moving on. Even when the lights seem storms don't stay forever strong. Even when they feel too long. Every night secretly hides a sunrise waiting outside. And when pain tries to take control, when fear surrounds the soul, something deeper speaks again. This is not the end. If the night feels far too long, don't believe the fight is done. Because after midnight silence always rises the sun. What once seemed completely lost may still bloom again. Every story in the darkness carries hidden gain. Tears may last for one long night, but joy will rise with morning light. Even when it's hard to see, I still believe. Even if the fields don't bloom, even if the winds consume, I keep walking on my way, knowing light will stay. I keep believing strong, even when the road feels wrong. Because tomorrow's on its way, change will come someday. Some seasons are hard to face, moments slowing down the pace. Processes that burn like fire, yet they lift us higher. Some victories grow from pain, some wisdom grows through rain. Some transformations rise from chaos, turning weakness into power. Silence sometimes teaches truth, time can shape the inner youth. Even on the darkest days, there are unseen ways. What feels like delay today may guide tomorrow's way. What seems like lost tonight may become new light. And when the land seems dry and bare, when nothing grows anywhere, that's the moment seeds arise, hidden from the eyes. Even when the ground looks dry, even when the harvest dies, something deeper still remains, working through the pain. Those who learn to trust the way, even when they cannot see, find that impossible roads open suddenly. Tears may last for one long night, but joy will rise with morning light. Even when it's hard to see, I still believe. Even if the fields don't, even if the winds consume, I keep walking on my way, knowing light will stay. I keep believing strong, even when the road feels wrong. Because tomorrow's on its way, and change will come someday. Maybe you're in the fire, maybe the road feels higher, maybe the weight feels too strong, and the night feels too long. But even through the hardest phase, something greater takes its place. Those who cross the desert land discover who they truly stand. Shadows sometimes reveal hidden strength that's real, a faith you never knew waiting inside you. Because some victories appear after facing deepest fear, and some destinies are born through transformation storm. Tears may last for one long night, but joy will rise with morning light. Even when the world says stop, I still rise on top. Even if the fields stay dry, even if the storms are high, I still lift my voice and say, light will find the way. I keep moving through the dark, carrying a living spark. Because tomorrow's drawing near, a brighter atmosphere. When the morning finally breaks, after all the nights it takes, everyone will clearly see hope's true victory. Tears may last a single night, but they never stay for long. After midnight silence fades, a brand new song is born. I keep standing through the storm, even when the world feels torn. Because after every rain, sunlight comes again. Sunlight comes
Feel this. When silence fills the room, something unseen begins to move. It's not noise, it's not appearance, it's a presence changing everything. There are moments that feel the same, days passing without a sign, but suddenly something shifts like a wind you cannot confine. You feel it rising in the air, something waking everywhere, like hope finding its voice, calling every heart to rejoice. It's not just a passing emotion, it's a living, powerful motion, touching minds and stirring souls, lighting fires and new goals. When people gather with one vision and when voices rise with decision, something greater starts to grow and a new season starts to flow. Because when thirst becomes real, and hearts begin to truly feel, something moves across the land, changing life by unseen hand. If every heart connects as one, If every voice begins to rise, a brand new atmosphere appears before our very eyes. When the search becomes alive and hope begins to grow, what once seemed far away now begins to show. Breathe here in this place. Let new life fill the space. Let every heart begin to feel a power strong and real. Breathe here in this place. Let every soul embrace. Let every voice declare tonight. Arise and live in love. Breathe here. Fill the emptiness with grace. Let every fear fall to the ground and hope begin to resound. I see cold wounds turn into fire, empty hearts rise even higher when something unseen starts to act, and broken dreams come back intact. It's not human strength alone, nor empty words thrown at something weak for moving through, turning darkness into view. When the wind of change appears, every doubt disappears. What once seemed far away becomes alive today. The impossible begins to move. Dry ground begins to prove that life can grow again, even after deepest pain. Because my presence touches earth, every story finds rebirth, and even hearts unsure before begin to rise and search for more. If every voice begins to sing, if every heart believes again, a flame will rise inside the soul, beyond the reach of pain. What once felt like waiting time becomes a living sign. When the wind begins to blow, new beginnings start to grow. Let new life fill the space. Let every heart begin to feel the power strong and real. Breathe here in this place. Let every soul embrace. Let every voice declare tonight. Arising, living love. Fill the emptiness with grace. Let every fear fall to the ground and hope begin to resound. Come like fire in the night, like wind no wall can hold. Fill every empty corner, let every story unfold. Turn the pain into strength, turn the doubt into sight. Lift the ones who fell before and fill their hearts with light. When heaven touches earth, every life can change. What once seemed small and quiet can expand beyond its range. So breathe strong in this place, let the moment overflow until every voice declares a new beginning's glow. Breathe here in this place. Let everything transform. Let every heart awaken now and rise beyond the storm. Let new life overflow. Let every voice stand tall and let the whole world know. Let hope remain and stay. Let every shadow disappear as light begins its way. Until everything renews, and when the wind has passed through here, nothing stays the same in you. Because when this power moves, nothing can stand in its way. And what begins with just a spark can change the world someday.
Not everything eyes can see is true. Not every storm comes to destroy. Sometimes the wind only reveals who keeps standing on the road. When everything shakes around you, there is a certainty that never moves. I've walked through days of heavy pressure, when doubt tried to take its measure, when the road seemed to disappear
fear, and my mindset stopped right here. The sky felt heavier than stone, and silence felt louder alone. But something deep inside replied, the story hasn't yet denied. Because even when the fire grows, there's a strength that always shows. Even when the waters rise, there's a hand that still provides. I've seen winds attempt to break, shadows forming in my wake, yet something in me still stands tall, saying keep moving through it all. Those who walk with living purpose don't depend on what the surface shows to the ordinary eye. They trust the power standing by. So tell me, why should fear remain if the road continues on? If there's a power walking with me, even when the light seems gone, when the world is shouting no, something deeper says believe. Even when the night is long, morning starts to breathe.
I don't live by what I see, I live by what I believe. Even when the wind blows hard, strength remains in me. I don't live by what I see, I live by what I believe. When the road seems closed ahead, new paths appear for me. Whatever comes, whatever may be, hope keeps rising, holding me.
The storm may try to raise its sound, heavy winds may shake the ground, but my faith stands far beyond anything the eyes respond. I face moments hard and deep, battles that refuse to sleep, yet each one showed a stronger way. Through the darkest shades of great protection rarely makes a sound, yet it's always around when fear begins to dominate. Something stronger breaks the weight. I'm not alone along this road. Even when the night explodes, there's a presence walking near, guiding every step from fear. When the wind tries to erase the fire burning in its place, something unseen breeze again, turning weakness into strength. So tell me, why should fear remain if the story still unfolds? If what looked lost forever still is power untold. Even when the ground may shake, something strong remains inside. Those who truly choose belief always rise with pride.
I don't live by what I see, I live by what I believe. Even when the wind blows hard, strength remains in me. I don't live by what I see, I live by what I believe. When the road seems closed ahead, new paths appear for me. Whatever comes, whatever may be, hope keeps rising, holding me.
Let the wind ride, let the pressure grow, let the night try to hide the glow. I keep walking forward still, even when I cannot tell. Cause what holds my journey strong lies deeper than the storm. Storms may shout and shake the air, but they cannot take what's there. Those who trust beyond the sight always rise again to fight. Because living by belief goes beyond the eyes that see. Even when the ground may fall, faith still carries me.
I don't live by what I see, I live by what I believe. Even when the world says stop, strength still lives in me. I don't live by what I see, I live by what I believe. If the road should disappear, another forms for me. Whatever comes, whatever may be, hope keeps rising, holding me.
When the storm has passed away, after the darkest night, everyone will understand. Faith became my life.
I don't live by what I see, I live by what I believe. And what once seemed impossible will become reality.
In the quiet of the night, when the world slows down, when the wind moves softly through every town, there's a place where fear can never arrive, a hidden flame that keeps the soul alive. Even when the city feels ready to fall, there's a gentle voice still standing tall. Even when the shadows grow on the road, There's a presence helping carry the load. It's not noise, it's not power the world can't see. It's something deeper holding me. A peace that stays in the middle of storms. A silent strength in many forms. When the ground starts shaking under my feet, I remember the promise that keeps me steady and complete. And even when the wind screams loud outside, there's a light within that refuses to hide. I build my days on something strong and real, not made of gold, but something I can feel. When chaos tries to rise against my way, I keep moving forward every day. Something guards every step I take. Something turns pressure into strength to make. Something lifts me when I fall too low. Something whispers I should grow. It's not luck guiding every mile. Even when the storm stretches for a while, even when doubt tries to fill my mind, there's a quiet certainty I find. Singing every step of purpose and design. Every battle shaped this heart of mine. Every dark night was only preparation for sunrise bigger than imagination. So I stay steady even when I can't see, even when time runs against me, because inside my chest there's a voice reminding me I always have a choice. If the night covers the sky so wide, there's still a star shining inside. If fear comes knocking at my door, it finds a peace stronger than before. If the world tries to break my sight, there's still a spark of inner light. And even if the wind roars outside, my foundation will not slide. My home is guarded by unseen grace. No shadow can take its place. There's a shield no eye can trace, but it rises every time I face. I walk calmly through the pressure and sound, because deep peace is where I'm found. Darkness may shout outside the door, but hope is living at my core. My base is stronger than thunder's cry. My road doesn't depend on the sky. Even when the world begins to fall apart, there's a steady hand around my heart. I've seen gray days cover the sky, felt the weight of asking why. Walked through streets without direction, searching deep for some protection. But every step led me to this ground where fear no longer makes a sound. With doubt slowly fades away and courage rises every day. I learned the storm can't end my story, it only reveals hidden glory. And what lives deep inside of me was built forever to be free. When the pressure builds like rising waves, I remember the quiet strength that saves. Not because I walk alone and strong, but because I've never been alone. There's a care beyond what eyes can see, a guiding force surrounding me. So I'm steady through every fight, someone teaching me to stand upright. If the world tries to make me stop, I will rise back to the top. If the night surrounds my way, I will still move forward today. There's a fire that won't fade away, even when hope seems led astray. There's a voice calling my name, saying victory still remains. When everything feels lost and cold, a whisper tells me to be bold. When fear begins to dominate, a voice says it's not too late. My home stands firm where it belongs. No chaos can break these bonds. There's a strength protecting every step, turning fear into respect. I walk in calm even in the storm, because my direction keeps me warm, keeps me warm. The world falls tonight, this peace will still ignite. My base is stronger than thunder above. My hope is a bridge over what I see of. Even when the dark tries to appear, there's a power guarding here. Nothing breaks when truth is raised, nothing dims a fire that stays. And as long as I breathe and stand, there's always rest within reach of my hand.
When the night feels longer than time, when silence weighs heavier than rhyme, when hope feels far away from sight, and your heart keeps asking why tonight. Take a breath and stand once more. There's still a road beyond the door. There's still light around the bend, even when your vision can't comprehend. Yeah, I know some days are hard to face, moments when strength leaves no trace, questions that go inside your mind while time moves slow and undefined. You go up searching for a sign, trying to read every hidden line, but something greater moves unseen, even when the moment feels too mean. Every tear has its reason to fall. Every struggle makes you stand tall. Even when the road turns dark, there's a hidden guiding spark. Yeah, the world might tell you to give in, try to break the fire within, but deep inside there's something strong, a flame that keeps you moving on. Even tired, you keep your pace, even wounded, you keep your place, cause the chapter you're in today is not the end of your display. If the pain begins to rise, lift your head toward the sky. If fear tries to stop your way, remember the sun returns someday. Storms may last for a while, but they never own your smile. After declaring everything that's coming near. Sometimes your heart wants to rest, sometimes the way becomes a test. But inside every fight you face, a lesson begins to take its place. Every step you struggle through built the strength inside of you. Every fall taught how to rise, every silence made you wise. There's more strength inside your soul, more than you can fully know. Even when you think it's done, your real story just begun. Don't surrender to despair tonight, there's still more beyond this fight. What feels like delay in time might be here designed. Life writes lines we cannot read, but someday they all succeed. Every pain becomes a win, every fight goes deep within. Lift your eyes and look ahead, there's a brighter path instead. Take a breath and stand your ground, your future's voice is calling loud. Even when belief feels small, it can still outgrow it all. Even when the night seems strong, morning's light is not far gone. Don't stop now, don't give in now. Your best days are ahead. Tomorrow will shine brighter than today. A brand new story will appear. What once seemed impossible yesterday, you will live to see it clear. Tomorrow will shine brighter than today, and your heart will understand every step along the road was part of a greater plan. Tomorrow will shine brighter than today. Even if you cannot see, a new chapter is arriving full of possibility. So lift your head and keep the fight, because the sun is on its way, and the future you were waiting for is closer than today. Tomorrow will shine brighter than today.